Hello, everyone. It's Mr. Trochet. Want to go over the design criterion B with you all, and I wanted to go through if there's any questions on this. But basically, feel free to print out the PDF or use Notability to complete it. If you wanted to also use the Google Doc, I believe I should be there, but I'll go ahead and add it in a second. But it's probably best to use Notability because you are going to be drawing on it. So let's take a look at what Criterion B has for us. Based on Criterion A, you should already have a list of objects that you would normally throw away that you can feel that are upcycled. So just list 3 to 5 objects. You can use Criterion A that you did before. The next thing is that you will try to create an item or items that are from these waste materials. Otherwise, that would have been thrown out. And we want to see if we can make them more useful, or even if you wanted to be more artistic and raise awareness about waste. So for example, there's a lot of plastic bottles, and let's say you make some sort of wreath of a plastic bottle set. You can do that and to raise awareness, kind of like those, kind of like some famous artists do. You can use an item or a combination of items that you listed above to create 2 different designs. So again, we wanted to create 2 different designs, and you're going to sketch them down here. What I recommend that you do is, for example, let's say I'm going to use a box, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and draw a box. And this is with my mouse. I'm doing pretty good, I think. So there's my flap, and there's my other flap, and there's another flap, and there's another flap. All right, so there's my box. What I'm going to do is, let's say I'm probably going to, I don't know, I'll just cut a hole here, and cut a hole here, and maybe I will make this into some sort of little aquarium or something like that. And maybe I'll have some like saran wrap here. But basically, you want to draw with annotations and everything. So I'm going to do saran wrap, but I'm not going to look up saran wrap right now and spell that. You can have, let's see, just basically what you're trying to do is to create something from scratch. And this is just off the top of my head. Now I know some other students have done things like they used bottles, right? And then what they would do is they would sometimes cut them out. So they would cut them off and make some sort of little planter in some sort of way. So this will be kind of like filled up with dirt, right? And then I would make sure that I label that with dirt. We have a water bottle here, right? And we just want to get ideas and sketches, and we want to annotate as best as possible. And this is literally just without me looking at any materials or anything like that of what I would create. And you just want to think and be creative of what type of things do we normally throw away, and how can we make this more useful. So give me your 2 best sketches and designs. You can always change them later. When you get to Criterion C, maybe the materials that you thought were easy to have were a little bit more difficult, but we just want to get some ideas down. That's the main thing. So you're going to draw 2 different designs. Make sure they're annotated and done really well. And then here's your design matrix. So you're going to go ahead and rank each design. 4 is the best, 1 is the worst, for time. And for example, let's say for design 1, it's going to take me about 30 minutes, right? Well, that's really fast. We want to try to get something that's going to take a little bit longer than just 30 minutes. So I would probably rank that up, for example, a 2. We want to get something in the range of like 3 to 4 hours. And if it's a little longer, that's fine. If it's a little shorter, that's fine. But that's kind of like the time we want. Size. Do we want something that's really, really big? Most likely not. It's probably going to be too big to carry or to showcase or to even build. But we also don't want something really, really small, because we want to make something that's like, durable and has functionality. So something like about the size of, an iPad or something like that would be good. Let's say that this one is really, really big. So I'm going to give this a 1 because it's a giant box. But for design 2, it's pretty small, so I'm gonna give it a 3 because it was like my water bottle. The weight, we don't want something super, super heavy. We want to be able to carry it. So maybe the box is not that heavy, so it's a 3, and the water bottle is nice and light, and it's 4. The functionality, I think the functionality of the box would be higher than the bottle. And you're going to rank this, and then you're going to give a total. And the one with the highest total is going to be the design that you try to create and make. All right. So the functionality, how does it look? Does it look clean? Does it look nice? The building materials, did you use a lot? Did you only use one? And durability, like is it something that's going to last a long time? Is it something that's going to have lots of use and without breaking? So yeah, that's going to go there. You want your project to be portable, all right? And then you want your project, if you want your project to be heavy for whatever reason, then give the highest score to the design that's the heaviest. So example, these are all your opinion, right? If you want something that's big and you want something that's heavy and you want something that's that, then you need to rank it as such. But the time would probably be, we don't want something that's going to take you 5 minutes and be done. We want something that's going to, how can you improve it to make it better and to last for 3 to 4 hours. All right, final design choice. You're going to rank which one you have. Let's just say design 2. Justification. Why did you choose this design? Well, use the evidence that you have up here and how it's going to be better than design 1. So you want to use justification from the evidence that you did earlier to prove why it's better. And then your final drawing, you're going to have one angle. Let's just say it's going to be a side angle. So here's my box. Here's my box. All right. And then you want maybe an overhead box. So here's my flaps. Here is my flaps. Here is my flaps. Here. And so this is the top angle. And this is a side angle. And you want to make sure that it's, so what's going inside the box? What is happening? What does it look like? We just want different angles to the best of your ability. Again, I'm using a mouse. It's kind of hard. But that is pretty much it for the most part. The last one is outline key elements in order to create your product. So you're just going to basically outline all the elements that you need. I need the main things are the supplies. So I need the box. Maybe I need some scissors to cut things. Maybe I need some tape, saran wrap. The key things that I need. I'm trying to think if there's anything else for the water bottle. Maybe we'll add dirt or soil, maybe some seeds if you're going to be growing something. But that's what you're going to have. And here's the criterion. All right. So we want to make sure that we outline everything. This one says present 3 clearly well thought out ideas. We're only doing 2, so I took 1 off for you. So if you do 2, you should be just fine. Present the chosen ideas, thoroughly outline the reasons, all right? And make sure you have an accurate plan, design or drawings, and outline the requirements. Just make sure they're accurate. Just make sure you put in a lot of effort into your designs and you should be good to go. They shouldn't take too long. So please go ahead and use this time to wrap this up and then work on Criterion C as well. All right. Have a great day, everyone. And good luck with this. Let me know if you have any questions.